Tennessee's got a new football commitment. It is Legend Bey, A+ name, A+ game. Legend, you picked Tennessee on this Saturday. What led you to pick the Vols?
I definitely say it was probably Coach Hype and him being the opposite head coach. I feel like he has a coach leave. He'll bring in a new one who will have the same and have to follow his rules with what kind of offense he wants to run. So I definitely trust Coach Hype and what he has going on.
You come up here for a visit 2 weeks ago. Then you take that Texas A&M visit. And kind of like Jermod McCoy, a Texas kid, going back to Texas A&M for a visit when he was going through the process a couple of years ago. Everybody kind of chalked both of you up to probably lean Texas A&M, but you didn't. You always kind of felt Tennessee throughout. Had a lot of good dialogue with Kelsey Pope and the ball staff when you were at A&M. What made you so sure that Tennessee was the right fit for you?
Me and Coach Pope been building a relationship since I say about like December last year. So I say that. Also with Coach Hype still building a relationship with me around the same time. Building a relationship before they even offered me.
You play a little bit of everything in high school. You played some quarterback, you name it, you played it. Like, what did they like about your game, and where do you kind of fit into their offense?
They say I fit in the offense everywhere. Offense, defense, special teams. Um, I mean, they really want me to come in as a slot, play both sides, well, outside, inside, throw me in the backfield, you know, everything.
You got that track speed. Where does that come from, man? Because not everybody can run like you can.
I definitely probably say I get that from my mom.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Mom gets props.
Yep.
Did she run track growing up?
Yes, sir.
But who's faster, you or your mom?
Is that a question?
I bet you when you were younger, if you got in trouble, it was a little harder to run away from mom. Talk about your game this fall. Like, how will they use you? Will you still be playing a lot of quarterback? And then, how do you kind of transition into, that receiver role?
My coach, Coach Shavers, he was gonna help me out a lot. Throw me at receiver, let me get a little film at receiver, running back, all of that. Special teams.
What do you think? What makes you so elusive with the ball in your hands? We're watching the highlights here, and I mean, you fit through some tight creases, and then you got the speed to run away from people. What allows you to be so elusive?
Just my confidence in what I can do. Moving around how I feel like I need to, not worrying about who's in front of me, trying to get to the end zone.
What have you learned about Tennessee, the place? Visiting here, maybe doing some research on your own. What about Tennessee really stands out to you besides the coaching staff?
I feel like they're very consistent and winning. The culture, bringing in new recruits, um, just consistency. Draft.
Faison was on your visit. I mean, that's a guy that was working on you really, really quick. And then you were also here that weekend with Tristan Keys. Talk about Faison first. Having a primo 5-star quarterback to throw you the ball, and no one hypes maybe longevity and history with having really good quarterbacks. How much did that help knowing you're going to have somebody that's got an elite arm talent to get you the ball?
Faison, he's a cool dude. We built a relationship probably before we even got to that visit. Talking for about like 3-4 months. So I say Faison's a cool guy. He's super nonchalant, chill.
When he started to recruit you, obviously knowing that the staff was after you, like, what's his sales pitch? Because at that point, you hadn't been up here for your official visit yet, and I don't know if you'd really spent any time with him, personally. What's that conversation like when you're, in, direct messages or text messages or whatever?
He was really just like, "Hey, bro, we need to get you up here to Rocky Top, get you the ball." He felt because he's already watched my film. He was like, "Bro, I know you're a quarterback, but I feel like we can really do something special here." So I just, I heard what he was saying, and I felt like, what I'm saying, he wouldn't lie to me about nothing like that. So I was just like, "Man, let's do it."
So when we get the wide receiver pass package, is that you throwing that?
Yes, sir.
You already politicking for that a little bit. The question is, when you throw the wide receiver pass, are you throwing it back to Faison, or are you throwing it to a guy like maybe Tristan Keys?
Sure, might be throwing it to Tristan Keys. You got to see if he gonna flip that commitment.
All right. Well, we'll see how it all goes. But for the here and now, it is a new football commitment for Tennessee. Legend Bey, man. We appreciate the time, and I know Tennessee fans are excited to have you.
Yes, sir. Me too. Let's do it. GBO.